Hi, welcome to another video of Quantity Surveying Studio. In this video, I'll be taking you through the basics of Bluebeam. So let's look into the video to understand the basics of quantity takeoffs using this software. Now this is how the Bluebeam interface looks like. You have all the tabs here. You have some in the left side, right side you have editing tabs. Left side you have the measurement tools. Below you have all your markups. Whatever measurement that you're taking, that will be recorded below in this window. Automatically these are generated by Bluebeam from your AutoCAD drawings. Your AutoCAD elements being detected by Bluebeam. So some drawings, Bluebeam will be detecting these elements. So now opening a drawing in Bluebeam is very simple. You can open it by clicking on File and clicking on Open, and then choosing your file from your laptop or your PC. So here I have already opened a drawing to show you the basics of the takeoffs. So now before you take off the measurements, the first thing that you need to do is to set your scale. So there are two ways by which you can calibrate your scale. The first method is by inputting the non-scale that is mentioned in the drawing. So most of your drawings will have your scale mentioned. So for example, in this drawing it is 1:200. So what you can do is click on measurements, and here you can click on custom and input your non-figures. So here I am inputting it as 1 millimeter is equal to 200 millimeters. Once that is encoded, you can click on apply to page range and you can click on apply scale. So now your scale has been applied. So just to cross check, what you can do is find a non-measurement. For example, here this is a tank, which is the measurements given are 35 into 20 into 3.5 meters. So this part is 20 meters. So what you can do is you can just click on measurements again to hide this window. Now you can go to tools, click on measure and click on length. Then click on the first point of your non-measurement and then click on the last point of your non-measurement. So then get your dimension as 19.6, which is approximately equal to 20 meters. So now your scales has been set. Now in the second method of setting a scale, this can be done when you don't have the scale mentioned in the drawing and if you have some non-measurements available in the drawing. For that, what you can do is click on tools, go to measure and click on calibrate. Once that is done, what you can do is click on the first point of the non-measurement and click on the last point of the non-measurement, and then input the measurement that you know, that is 20 meters. So what we have just clicked, the length is 20 meters. So this is already recorded by Bluebeam as 3.8 inches. So this length which we choose now is actually 3.8 inches, which we are setting this as equivalent to 20 meters. So after inputting the non-measurement, we can click on apply scale. Once that is done, you can again cross check it using measure, length and clicking on the dimension. So if you click, you get it as exactly 20 meters. So for calibrating in this method, I went to tools, clicked on measure and calibrate. Another method is you can go and click here also. The same tabs which are available at the top is also available in your left side. So again, you can, when you click here, again you can click on calibrate and then do the steps that I did previously. Now you have your scale set. Now let's see how you can start your count measurements. For that, what you can do is, for example, if you need to count your chambers, number of chambers. So what you can do is click on tools, click on measure and click on count. Once that is done, you can here set the style of your shapes of your count element, your color, the scale of this tick mark should be, and what your shape should be, and your color, the opacity of color. All these things can be changed here. So once that is done, what you can do is click on the counting elements. Here click click, click. So once that is done, you can just press enter. So once that is entered, now here your count measurement 5 numbers has already come. This was your previous length measurement for checking your scale. So for setting your scale, we had done this. So that measurement has been recorded. So if you don't need it, you can just delete it. So now you have your count measurement, and you can rename your count measurement as chamber so that it is easy to understand what element we have counted. So 5 numbers we have counted here. So now if you forgot to count a chamber, what you can do is, for example, this chamber we've left out from these 5 chambers. So what you can do is click on any of the chamber, right click on it and click on resume count. After that, you can carry out your missed out elements or your items. So again 1, maybe you can click on these 4 and then click on enter. So now your 5 has changed to 10. So now if you wrongly have counted something, that also you can delete. For example, this chamber you wrongly counted and you do not want to include in this 10 number of chambers. So what you can do is click on that, right click and click on delete chamber from group. So when you click it, that arrow mark grows and the 10 turns into 9. Now let's see how you can count your length. If you want to count your length from here to here, your wall length, go to tools, measure, poly length. So using this we can continuously count your length. So click your first point, click your next point. Now you can again continuously click your next length, and again you can click your next length. Once it is done, just click on enter. So now your total measurement here has been recorded. It is 53 meters. You can give a name to it as wall length. If you need to continuously count another wall length and include it as total wall length, for example, you need to count this length also. So what you can do is, so this part also you need to count, you need to measure the length. So go to tools, measure, poly length. So you can click start your length count and just count. This is just for an example. I'm taking the length of the inner wall. So I've just counted it and press enter. So once you press enter, another measurement has come here as poly length measurement, which is 33 meters. So 33 meters is this part of your length, but this 33 meter and your previously taken measurement of this part, which is 53 meters, are separately taken. So this also you can give it as wall length. So you have your 2 wall length and the quantity has been separately taken, but it is not added together. So for that, what you can do is go to markup list here, click on column and click on measurement. So once that is clicked here, see another column has been added to this. The cumulative sum 53 plus 33, 86 meters has been recorded. When you count your different, if you give the same name for your different measurements of wall length, all these will be counted cumulatively and that amount will be recorded here. I'll show you one more example. I'll take the measurement of this wall, this part. So you can go to tool, measure, poly length. Okay, so I counted, I pressed enter. So I'm giving it as again wall length itself. I'm counting it as wall length. So once I click that, see your 15 meters has also been added and the total cumulative has turned into 102 meters. So hope it is clear. Now let's see how we can take the area measurement. For that you can, so for example, we'll take the area of this part, this tank. So we'll go to tools, click on measure, click on area, click on the first point, click on the second point, click on the third point, and finally click on the fourth point. Once that is done, you can press enter. You can press enter. So here your measurement has come as 7,000 square feet. This is the area. Now for taking off the volume measurement, you can click on tools, measure and volume. Click on the first point, second point, third point and the fourth point. Press enter. After pressing enter, what you can do is you can click on measure. You can click on volume measurement and click on measure and give your depth. So here it is 3.5 meters. So you can give your depth as 3.5 meters. So once that is done, your volume measurement has been calculated as 84,000 cubic feet. So you can give your name as tank volume. So I hope the basic idea of how to take off quantities using Bluebeam software is clear now. In this video, I'll be showing you the basics of how quantity takeoff can be done from your drawings using the Planswift software. In this basic video, I'll be showing you how you can open your drawings in Planswift software, how you can scale your drawings, how you can take off your countable quantities, how you can take off your linear measurements or your curved measurements, how you can take off your area, and also how you can take off your volume. So let's jump into the video. So this is how the Planswift software looks like. So opening a drawing, you need to go to new, give a name for your work or your job. I have given it as sample. Your job location will be local because you can, if it is local, then you can select only the drawings which is inside your laptop or your PC. You cannot open any drawings that is in your server. It is mentioned here that you have selected local for the location of this job. This set of plans will only be available from this computer and not from any network. So you can click next. Then you can select your folder from where you are taking your drawing. So I have saved it in my desktop. It is saved as Planswift. So you need to click on the drawings which you are selecting. After that, click next, again next and next, finish. Slowly your drawing will be processing to get opened. So here your drawing has been opened in Planswift. Now before taking off any measurements, the first thing you need to do is to calibrate your drawings or set a scale for your drawings. There are two ways by which you can set your scale in Planswift. The first one is by using the predefined scales that is already loaded in the software. So in your drawings, most drawings, the scale would have been mentioned. So for example, here the scale is 1:200. So you can check if this 1:200 scale has been already predefined in the software. For that, you can go to scale, click the drop down button, and you can check if 1:200 is available. So here it is available. So when you click, a disclaimer comes, so just click on agree. So if you see here, beside your drawing, 2 arrow marks have come, which shows that your drawing has been scaled. To just double check it, you just need to check up a non-measurement. Just get a non-measurement and see if it is matching with the drawing. So here 20. So you can go to dimension, click the first point and then click the last point. So here you got a measurement of 19.73, which is approximately equal to the measurement which is given in the drawing. So you can confirm that your drawing is okay. You can start your measurements. Your scale is okay and you can start your measurements. Now we'll look into the second method. Now in the second method of setting up your scale, This can be used when your scale has not been mentioned in the drawings and if you have a non-measurement available inside your drawings. So for that, you can just find a non-measurement from your drawing. Try to get a lengthy measurement so that your scale can be set more accurately. So for example, this is a tank figure here and the width given here is 20 meters. So here it is mentioned 35 into 20 into 3.5 meters. So that means this measurement is 20 meters. So you know that this length is 20 meters. So what we can do is click on scale. Previously we had clicked on this drop down button which is an arrow mark here. But now in the second method you need to click this part of scale, the top part of the scale. Once you click that, you need to enter your non-measurement. So here in our example it is 20 meters. So click 20 meters. Here our measurement is in metric, so we are choosing metric here. So after clicking 20 meters, you can either select, if there are many drawings, you can click on this to set this scale for all the drawings. So here we are using only this one drawing, so no need to tick here. This we are ticking to automatically create a dimension line. So once you make a scale, that measurement will be shown in that scale. So once you click OK, just go to your first point and then go to your second point, final point. So here this dimension has been mentioned, 20 meters. If you look at in the drawing, besides your drawing, you can see a horizontal arrow. This means that the scale has been set for the horizontal scale. You can also set this drawing for a vertical scale. For that you need to find out a vertical measurement. So we can see this is 35 meters. This tank length is 35 meters. So we can use this measurement. So again go to scale. We know that the measurement is 35 meters. Again click OK. Go to the first point and go to the end point. Your dimension has been set, and if you see a vertical arrow mark has also come. So this means your drawing has been set in both directions. So now once the drawings has been scaled properly, we'll start with our measurement, quantity takeoffs. So first we'll look into the countable measurement. So for example, we have some chambers here. We'll start counting the chambers. For that you can go to count, click on top of it. We can give a name for the count. We'll give it as chamber. We can specify what type of countable shape we require. There are circle, square, plus, so we'll select circle, the color of that circle, and the style or the fill type of that circle, the pattern of that circle. So we'll just mention it as solid. After clicking OK, we can start counting. So we can click wherever we need to count. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just assume that we need these 4 counts. So once that is finished, just click on digitize a record. So once the click is done, your drawing counts here. So chamber 4 numbers. So let's imagine that you have missed out some counts. For example, here 3 more chambers are there. So later on you're realizing that you need to add your count with these chambers. So for that, what you can do is click on any one circle or any one count, right click on it, click on continue with, click on with which type of item you need to add to this count. Click. So here we are adding to chamber. Click on that, click OK. After that you can start counting your missed items. So once that is done, here automatically if you see below the cursor, your countable measurements are getting updated, and here also it is getting updated. Once it is complete, click digitize a record. So now it is updated. So this is how you can count the items. Now let's see how to take your linear measurements. For that, click on linear, give a name. So let's give a name as wall length. Again, you can select the color and your fill type, click OK. So we are assuming that we are just want to measure the length from here till here, and that is finished. You click on digitize a record. So you got your wall length as 16 meters. Now if you need to continue measuring your wall, just again click on that wall measurement, right click on it, click continue with. You need to continue your wall measurement, so click wall, click OK, click the next point from where you want to continue measuring. Again you're clicking here, again you need to click the bottom also. So you need to measure till here. So finally you have done it. Click digitize a record. So here your wall measurement gets updated to 48. Previously it was 16. So after calculating this part and this bottom part, it is coming to 48.8 meters. Now let's see how we can measure curved lengths. So for that, click on linear, name your measurement. So we are measuring here as our pipe length. Select your color and fill type, press OK, and you can start your measurement. Once you reach your linear, the arc, just press A. Just press A and start your measurement. So click next point. And until your arc is finished, keep pressing A. After that, release the A button. So you can continue your measurement. So here, if you see, your arc has been measured accurately. And then you can press on digitize a record. So here you get your pipe measurement as 2.9, taking in account the arc shape also. Now let's see how you can find the area. For that, click on area. Give the name of that area. Let's assume that we are taking the area of the tank 1. Select the color and fill type, press OK. Now you need to select the 4 points to measure the area. So first point, second point, the third point, finally the fourth point. Once it is done, click on digitize a record, and here your tank 1 697.1 square meters. That will be your area. If you need to cut anything inside this area, for example, if you want to cut this much part, just right click on this area, click on subtract from section, click on the 4 points which you need to deduct. So we are deducting this much part. So it should be inside this area. So once that is done, click on digitize a record. So this much part has been deducted. So your it was previously 690 something, that has been reduced to 527 area. This area will be minus 169.31 square meters. So that has been deducted from the total area. Now let's see how you can calculate the volume. For that, let's assume here it is given as 3.5 meter as the depth. So first measure the area. Here we will rename as tank 2. Click the 4 points. Click on digitize a record. So once you found out the area, what you can do is right click on it, go to properties, click on advanced. Inside takeoff data you can mention the depth, so here it is 3.5 meters, and click OK. So again you can go to properties, advanced. If you go to takeoff data, you can find that volume is 2440 cubic meters. So this is the way how you can find the volume by mentioning the depth. Click on OK. So I hope this is clear. In today's video, we'll be looking into some basics of CostX, which is a very good software that is used for quantity measurements, and mostly a lot of multinational companies use this software for quantity takeoff and also for rate analysis. Basically, the entire cost management can be done using this one software. So in this video, we'll look into how a drawing is uploaded into CostX and how different types of measurements can be done very easily. So this is how the interface of CostX looks. So the first step that you need to do is to make a building name. So you can click on new and give a name. Name means it is the type of project. For example, there might be a project having different buildings, maybe tower A, B, C. So the particular building name is given under name, and here this project is that project name. So here I'm just making something called test, and for now I'm just giving it as a default project. The rest everything remains the same. The base unit of measurement is in meters. Then click on insert. After that, this window opens up. So here is where this black screen is where all your measurements take place, all your drawings gets uploaded, and here all your dimensions gets uploaded. So I'll explain that. So now the first step is to add the drawings. So in CostX, any type of drawings can be added, whether it be PDF, AutoCAD, even the 3D models, Revit models, DWFX models, the JPEG models. So any type of drawings can be uploaded in CostX. For uploading drawings, you need to go to the Drawings tab, click on Add Drawing, and click on the drawing. So I've made a drawing just for explanation purpose. So here you need to insert. These are some of the drawing properties. I'll explain to you this in the next step. Here is where you need to scale your drawings. So that can be done later also. So you can insert and your drawing has been uploaded. Now before measurement, the most important step is to scale the drawing. So mostly AutoCAD drawings get scaled automatically in CostX, but PDF drawings and other drawings needs to be scaled by yourself. So there are two ways how you can scale. First one is automatically in your drawing the scale will be given. So here if you see it is 1:50. So what you need to do is go to your drawing here, the test, right click, edit drawing properties, horizontal scale and vertical scale. So just give the mentioned scale in the horizontal scale. So automatically it will be coming under vertical scale. So then click on update. See, so it has been automatically, manually scaled by ourselves, but this is one step. So just to check, so in drawings, measure distance, you can just click. So here you have a 200 into 200 duct. So you can just cross check whether your scale has been done correctly. So here if you see, it's almost 0.2 meters. So it is right. So this is one step. Now in another step is I'll read drawing again, then upload it again. So add drawing. Insert. So if at all sometimes the scale will not be given. So if that is the case, then how you can scale the drawing? So for that, you need to know a non-measurement in the drawing. So here in this drawing, you have 200 into 200. So that means the width is 200. So that means your y-axis. This is your y-axis. This is your x-axis. Horizontal is your x-axis. Vertical is your y-axis. So this, we know that 200, this length is 200 mm. So if you know some non-measurements, you can go to calibrate y-axis since we know the vertical length, click on it. So here you can start your measurement. Click on the first point, click in the ending point and give that known measurement. So it is 200 mm. Click on OK. So automatically your drawing has got scale. You just can cross check here again. Go to measure distance. Click. See, almost it is exactly 0.2 meters. That is 200 mm. So this is how you scale. And once you're scaled, then you can start your quantity takeoff. And for that purpose, you need to create dimension groups. So if you see here another tab, dimensions, you need to start making dimension groups. For example, I'll be explaining you three types of mainly the measurements. One is counting, then length, and then an area. So that will give a basic idea. Let's look into a counting measurement. We'll make a dimension group for counting. So let's, for example, count FCUs. See FCUs. So dimension, add dimension group. So you need to make a dimension group. So since it's HVAC, I'll give HVAC hyphen. We are counting the FCU. So again, you can give a name FCU. In the measurement time, you can give count. Then the dimension colors you can change. You just give as orange. And the shape of the measurement can also be changed. We'll give a triangle. Click insert. Then just here you have two types, line and point under dimensions. It's always better to use point because line will get you confused. It's mainly used for length measurements. So once clicking, after you click the point mode, you can just click wherever the FCUs are. You got one there. You got one more here. So there are two FCUs. So automatically, if you see here, all your dimension groups gets uploaded here. FCU, two numbers has been uploaded. Under HVAC folder, we made another subfolder FCU. Then the counting begins. Now let's make another for length measurement. So again, go to dimension, add dimension group. So now we need to measure the depth measurement. So give as duct. Maybe again another name as supply duct because there are different types of duct. Measurement type, we'll make it as length. Again, color we can choose. We can give some color, avocado, insert. So we'll just, okay, now it is, ducts are usually measured size wise. So you can, after making, if you need to make any changes, you can just go to the dimension group, right click, edit dimension group property. So supply duct be 200 into 200 and update. So it gets updated here. See here. So we'll just, again for measurement also we can use both line mode and point mode. So I'm using point mode here. So just click the first point of your measurement. Click the next point. To continue, click control. You need to keep pressing control. Then only the drawing gets continued. Here again. So here see the measurement has been calculated around 2.15 meters. Now if you want to get an area low, let's maybe just this area, just for example. Again go to dimension, add dimension. We are measuring an area, so we'll just put some room, give a name area. So here measurement type will be area. We'll keep it as green and insert. So for this area measurement purpose, we'll just click the first point, second point, third point, fourth point, and go to the last point, click, and just right click and click on complete area. So see, the area has been calculated here, 3 meter squares. So hope this basic video on CostX has been helpful.